Hi, this is Hannah Erica. I'm back with a dresser that I picked up on the Nextdoor app. I do believe I probably paid about $30 for it, 30, 35. I should have notes, but I do not have my notes with me. This has been a long time coming. You can see that it's really warm out, but this is from like last August. Like I have quite a few projects that I have not been uploading, and so it's extremely behind. So I'm just trying to like record and get these things out here. I have done none for 2025 as far as upload anything. I guess I was a little discouraged, and it's kind of hard to keep posting. But I am still doing projects that will never stop because I love doing these, and I like, having furniture for myself and flipping some. So that won't stop whether I'm posting or not. This cute little dresser, not super small, but it is really cute. It's orangey, and I was trying to get some of the orange off of it. So right now, of course, I'm just sanding it down. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see so far, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can see more of me. But it is such a good, solid piece of wood, which I was just happy to have. I didn't have to be really delicate with it like with veneer. And it does have like a nice vintage look. I love the legs because I don't want to have to cut the legs. So the legs are really nice. So I'm happy about that. And I already know like what I want to do to the piece. Like I already said, I want to just kind of sand it bare and take away some of the orange. I want it to stay vintage looking. So I just don't want it to look so orangey. Some would, I feel like, just bring out the orange, but I just don't want it to look extremely orangey. And I'm going to focus on, you know, doing a floral transfer on it. It's something that I actually never done. This is 2024 though. I actually never just put one on. I guess because that kind of design is so specific, and I didn't want to turn away any possible, opportunities to sell it if, people don't really want flowers on their dresser. But this one is going to be for me. I do like collecting different pieces. Like almost everything I've collected from Facebook Marketplace, the Nextdoor app, OfferUp, um, Craigslist. Like I just collect things that are like really nice and high value, vintage for myself. And so this is another piece that is also for me. I have future plans, and having more dressers is a part of that future plan. And so it's long and hard sanding. I will tell you, it is hot out, even though I'm fully covered. It is the middle of August. And when I work outside, I do have a lot of more space because we still have to redo the garage to build space. I still have a lot of space outside, but the weather can be iffy. And so you can't just say, okay, I'll leave this outside and work on it when I can, because it can start raining. So I have to get on it and sand this thing. And in my head, I'm thinking this needs to be sand within 2 hours, and then I can move on to the next step. So I'm out here trying to handle my business. I also have a lot of this sped up. So it looks like I'm moving faster than I am, but I'm really not moving that fast. I'm going to be unloading videos week by week because I have so much footage that I really need to work on and to get out. And this is like the part that's not so fun, getting the corners. I don't have like that sander that people have, that surf prep, which can get in all those corners, but just not ready to spend $600 right now, but maybe eventually. You can see there's a new day. I'm wearing different clothes, so I actually did have to leave it out and come back. I will say what did make me delay a little bit, even though the dresser looks so perfect, 2 or 3 of the drawers actually just fell apart. It's just that the glue on them, they were perfect looking drawers, but the glue just, it wasn't on them. So when I handled them, I picked it up and it just started coming loose. So I had to take those to the basement and use my what do you call those things? My clamps. And I had like 3 of them just clamped. And so, yeah. And the handles, I love the fact the handles right here are are wood. Sorry, they wood handles. And so I decided to just hand sand them, and it seemed to be working. They weren't like heavily stained. And there was 6 of them, I believe. Let me see. Now how many drawers? 4 drawers, 8. So it's 8 handles. And so I just sat there and did that. The drawer you see over here, this is for a piece that I still have not worked on, this particular dresser. So I just been going back and forth because I did get it the same time, but that one is not done. This one, I'm just kind of wiping off the knobs, and I decided to try to stain them a little bit darker. Is this a genius idea for me to do this on top of the dresser? Did I just sand it? No, of course not. But sometimes when I'm on a roll and trying to get something done, I do stuff that kind of set me back. And so I got this really dark kind of walnut stain, Vivera stain for the handles. I didn't even purchase this. I believe this is probably my boyfriend's. So I'm kind of using some of his stuff. We have a lot of like cans that are like open and stuff that's like partially used, almost used, and it's time to start using some of those things. So I don't know. Oh, this could be provincial. He loves that particular color. I thought the handles would be a little bit darker, but I do like the color. And so I got to clean up the dresser because I sat there and so-called carefully stained over it. So I got to clean it up again. Because when I put the stain on it, I don't want certain parts, looking like stain drips. And so this is definitely driftwood. I'm using the water-based version of it because it's so difficult to find the oil base of it. Like I only can get like an 8-ounce can, and it just drives me nuts. And so I keep getting the water-based driftwood version and by Midwax, and I just be infuriated. Now this polyurethane, I didn't realize until very recently that it's a warm coat to it. And so that is what probably was the downfall of adding just a little more orange to something that I was trying to take away orange to. Because I know despite what it looks like, a lot less orangey, but this particular stain did say warm. I saw it recently when I was about to use it on something else, and I'm like, whoa, what do they mean warm? I thought it was gonna be clear, so not sure what I'm gonna do with the rest of that. And so I using driftwood on here. This one actually does, the can does look like the oil-based version of it. And especially because I'm wearing a mask, maybe this is the oil-based version of it, and I have the windows open. Of course, you can see I'm inside now. And now we're getting to the floral transfers. I'm so new at this. I bought 2 different types, and then I decided on these simple 3 sheets that came in the pack. I wish there was more because I wanted to put some on the side, but I realized just put them on the front. And I am going to show this completely. Like, I feel like I did speed it up at some point, but this is the moment of truth. I got an X-Acto knife for the drawer cutting part, and the stick, which is like a thick squared kind of popsicle stick, a little bit stronger, but not much stronger. And you have to carefully kind of course, rub on it and make sure, almost like if you do like the sublimations on those cups and things like that when you're doing transfers. It's kind of like that. You're just rubbing really, really well. And I like the way the flowers look. It's just really pretty. I do notice I pull it down slowly and I still see stuff that's not quite sticking. And so I'm trying my best to just be more uniform and not miss things. But even so, I may have to hit it a few times for it to stay put. And I will say, when I was in the middle of processing this, my arm was hurting. Like my wrists and my fingers were hurting because it was just a lot of work. And you really gotta commit to it. So like myself, I suggest you don't do anything too big and grand when you first do it, just to kind of get a feel for it. And so it was a good idea for me not to go with the big design that I had purchased, go with the 3 pages. And at first I thought it just wasn't enough. I was like, oh, they only got me 3 of them. But it looks like, it was just enough for what I need. So I am really happy with the results. So I gently just broke it, the part that's in between the drawers. And I put 2 of them on, then I realized it just looks so sectioned off. So I cut the last one into pieces. You see how it looks like it's just 2 squares just leaning different ways. And I said I need to fill in certain parts. So I cut each one piece by piece so that I can find spots to just slip, designs inside, because it definitely needs to look more natural. It just looks really separated, and I had to like break it off. Let's see how that works. And so it was pretty nice, but I'm going to wait for the final reveal for all of that. And now I'm using Midwex water-based poly. I keep saying I'm going to switch to oil-based, but I keep going back to the water-based. This one's a clear matte. I do like the clear satin, but the clear matte gives a light gloss to it too. It's a light sheen, I should say. It's a light sheen. I would never use gloss again unless someone actually asks for it. But I do love the the clear matte. It's gorgeous and very simple. I do still have satin on, there, but since I start using the clear matte, it's perfect. Doesn't have this extra shine to it. Of course, I bought the dressers upstairs because it's gonna go even further upstairs, so in the hallway. So this makes sense to bring it up here so that it could get the poly coat and rest. But I will say this is a reminder of the way it looked beforehand. Beautiful dresser, just very orangey. And then this less orangey, just looking so cute and floral. It's in the hallway for now. I will have it in the bedroom and my next property, but it just looks so gorgeous and I'm just so happy with it. And it's mine, so I only have to please myself. Thanks for watching.